Hello all, I am Radagast, and I have a few announcements, or maybe just one main announcement. Um, YouTube has become squirrely lately, and according to my views for the past 28 days, over 1,500 views, but when I add up the videos I put up in the past month, they don't even come to 500. So apparently, apparently YouTube plays these games. I don't remember have these games played on me in the past. I never, I'm not one of the more popular YouTube channels. I have one of the more humble subscription rates. Thank you all, for those of you who have subscribed. And apparently even notifications now, you have to kind of click on a bell and save it. I don't even understand how it works. But YouTube has made it more complicated. And so anyway, although I will continue with my ModWiz 125 YouTube channel, I have now started an account at minds.com. That's M-I-N-D-S, as in minds. And there's somebody who I listen to, Sargon of Akkad, and he mentioned it, so I just decided to join up. And I'm going to start also putting up my YouTubes there. I'll post them here, I'll post them there. But from what I can tell, minds.com is kind of like the new Facebook of sorts. And I've never really liked Facebook. I got on largely because of Global Mission of Peace and outreach, and it's been the private messaging has been very handy because everybody's on Facebook. But Facebook has always been a little bit of a, let's say, clusterfuck. And I really I've never ever enjoyed it. I've never really liked the CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. Not that I think he's terrible, just don't really like him that much. From what I know of, he kind of stole intellectual property from the people who really came up with it, and whatever. I don't really want to make this about Mark Zuckerberg. And then, of course, YouTube is part of Google. And Google is, despite I guess their original slogan was "Do no evil." I guess evil is an eye of the beholder. So anyway, so this announcement basically is so everybody know, minds.com. Again, for some reason the NDS, Minds, is a platform I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. And also with all of the shenanigans around the real fake news purveyors doing what anybody it's a trick. What you do is when you're guilty of somebody, you throw it on somebody else to kind of take the pressure off yourself. And anybody who knows any of the history of media. I mean, I've read things back, some guy who I guess was retiring from the media. This was like either in the late 1800s or early 1900s. And he just basically told everybody at this meeting as he's retiring what a bunch of whores they were. Randolph Hearst buying up a bunch of papers. And it was all basically the whole idea of any of the major newspapers was as their own propaganda platform. And propaganda, it can be anything from just telling your side to actually mind shaping, kind of like Goebbels in Nazi Germany. So this whole thing that's unfolding, because the independent media or the freedom media has really made the paid liars, the ones who are there with their 6- and 7-figure jobs, to create a reality. Because, when you're reporting on the world and you're not there, and if they tell you something, it's either you just completely disregard it or you believe it. It's kind of hard to parse it out. So there's a war on for our minds, something Alex Jones has been saying for years. And I think things could be getting silly, if possibly ugly, but minimally silly. And it looks like places like Facebook and Twitter and YouTube are going to be playing this game because they're part of the system. They're part of the new world order, which is very quickly becoming the old world order, or the broken world order, which is a great thing. Let us all celebrate that things are really changing. Plenty of battles will be fought yet, but I really feel from, let's call it the divine mind, where things are going. And I really feel we've kind of crossed a certain threshold of people who are aware enough of what's going on that there's no turning this back. And that's why panic, absolute panic, has set in with the legacy media. You know, the ones who've been giving us fake news for years. It's not like everything is fake. Nothing can be completely artificial. You know, generally anything has to rest on, you have to have some sugar to put your poison in, or something organic to slip in the inorganic. But anyway, the real announcement here is minds.com. I'm not ModWiz125 there. I'm just plain ModWiz. If you want to, inviting people to go check it out, maybe have an account there. I don't think you have to have an account to see things. I'm not sure. Maybe you do. I'm not really good at the ins and outs of a lot of these platforms. If my 20-year-old son lived with me, maybe he could walk me through it, although I think he's more of a gamer than a social media guy at 20 years of age. So that's it. That's basically it. YouTube has been definitely screwing with my views. I mean, I've always had, a relatively humble growth on my views. These days, it's like sitting still. I used to put up a thing and, you could see the numbers, I'd come check it each day. There'd be anywhere from 10 to 20 more. Now it's like 2, 3 more. And then when I go to my analytics, I see I've had, as I mentioned earlier, upwards of 1,000. Meanwhile, if I count my own views, it's southwards of 500. So if you're gonna mess with me, I'm kind of, not real thrilled about it. So anyway, just so you know, if you're a subscriber, I still will put my videos up here. But if you want to come over and take a look at what I think is going to be a new platform for people, and it might even be it's a kind of an insurance policy, because who knows where this jerkiness with the fake news, calling the people that they don't like fake news. I mean, this is such a childish tactic. But when we look at two things that are there, first of all, the people who kind of do all this have created a kind of childish mentality in the people they deal with, and so they kind of think like that. And then also, they're in panic mode. And when you're in panic mode, your adrenaline's running. Adrenaline is one of the worst things for making decisions. It's good for knowing, like quick decisions, reactive decisions. It helps reaction time, but that's all they're doing is reacting, and they're not really very brilliant. So I just want to let everybody know where I'm starting a new platform, and also that I want to thank everybody who I believe is still viewing me, but YouTube is not recording your views. Or barely recording them. I mean, if I'm getting 2 out of 10, I'd be surprised. I mean, it's just, I noticed that, and it all happened after I kind of had a video I put out that started with Pizzagate, which I took off largely for responsibility. In many ways, it could have been a limited hangout. I'm not saying nothing's going on there, but let's say that whatever that was, let's call it one manhole of a massive sewer system. Okay? So dealing with a manhole of a sewer system is, to me, to be distracted when there's a real dark, nasty sewer. So anyway, I took it out, but apparently, I guess maybe that got me flagged. And so once I got flagged, they kind of decided to jerk me around. And I don't like being jerked around. So I want to, again, thank you all. I still be posting here. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. Maybe YouTube will let me know that you did. I think they will. And just thank you all for being with me. And I'm looking, and now I'm going to a new platform. I might try and, up my game a little bit. Choose a direction, maybe, put up some more videos. It's a little bit, I have such a crazy schedule that I've been kind of I like people to think that it won't be there every day. This way here, there's no disappointment, because disappointment is a terrible thing for people to feel, and I wouldn't want to be part of that. So thank you all. God bless you all. Let's all kind of make a better world. Let's be informed, and freedom is what matters. Bye for now.